And Navi starting things off over on that T side. They will try and show some presence down here towards the banana early on, and you can see Adren is actually looking pretty tempted to take some aggression of his own.
Yeah, confident fight for AVANGAR and Adren. What a start. Quick tap onto Simple. He had a P250 armor. He was the raid boss in this round, and he's already out for the count. Gone before Navi can make an entrance, but looking to still take over this B bomb site. AVANGAR playing for retake here. They've given up the site completely. 2 players in CT. We're seeing that wrap come through from Adren to try and play coffins, but Navi do have a bit of utility. They can smoke off the coffins, smoke off CT, and try and get inside of this bomb site.
Oh, and Adren actually just begins his rotation away. Now the smokes come raining in, and suddenly the penny's going to drop here for AVANGAR. They send Kicker into the Wolves, and it is the trade found by Flamey. Bomb now into the bomb site, yet to get planted, but it's Zeus to plug in the numbers. Sanji, Jame, they're rotating in through Banana now. 2 players in CT for AVANGAR. And Navi, they're taking these fights onto Banana. They're trying to shut down one of the prongs of this attack, and Jame has actually proven to be a bit of a nuisance here. Now, only Flamey left. They know where he is. He's trapped at Banana, and he's going to get the first, but not able to follow up. Defuse will be found here for AVANGAR. They make the retake happen, and they'll lock in their first round nice and early on.
Yeah, for a second it looks like a problem that AVANGAR decide to rotate Adren out of the site, but really, really good control coming back in from Banana. Navi attempt to gain some more map control in that post plant, but they have nowhere to go, nowhere to run, as James shuts them down at the top of B, and the retake is superb. AVANGAR, a confident start, Harry, and that's what we like to see. I mean, Kickert even going through that smoke there in CT to try and force a gunfight just shows that AVANGAR are ready to play today. They are not going to go down without a fight. Maybe 0-2 already here at Blast Pro Series, but their road is not over. Navi going for that second round forced by Bomb Plant facilitates a couple of AK-47s and a fair bit of utility as well. This is a pretty good buy for Navi, but AVANGAR looking to take more map control by the second.
Yeah, all these SMGs purchased up, but I mean, with this aggressive force purchase coming in from Navi, it's pretty scary for AVANGAR, right? Like, you take a look at the buy, and it's only Kicker on that rifle. There's head armor on the majority of these players for Navi. Zeus being the, the team player in this situation, dropping these rifles around to the rest of the squad. And, as these rifles find kills, as they exert some pressure out across the map, those are weapons that can be retrieved on these armored players. So you're going to be looking towards these 2 rifles, really, to be the difference makers in this round. You can see Buster's set up alone down at Banana. They get him towards the half wall, and that allows for this 4-man hold at the A-bomb site. Navi throwing in this utility to try and contest top mid. Sanji, the only man who can actually really put a stop to anything. The smoke is down, and Kicker, he's waiting on the other side of it, not quite able to find anything spraying through.
Navi is so patient, but finally Sanji's going to show his hand in the corner coming wide and getting away with 2 kills as well. That's both the rifles gone, Harry. Removed in an instant here for Navi. They're going to try and retrieve them, but it's not going to be an easy job. Zeus grabs 1. Will he throw that over to a player who is armed? 20 seconds here. Navi, they like their slow rounds, but are they going to opt to save with this one? They're too far away from the B bomb site and saving down through second mid. No way to get back into this round. Both the AKs are dragged forward, but for a player like Zeus who doesn't have armor, doesn't have anything but that AK, he's going to get no loss bonus. So it is a bit of a rough one for Navi, and look at how hungry Sanji is for these kills.
Yeah, and if he can find them after time, that'll be disastrous. Now, Navi, I think, it's a gut-wrenching call to have to make to save there, but you look at it, and the other, the alternative is you try and push and die so you get the money, but in doing so, you give these AKs over to SMG players, right? You give them that money, you give them the free upgrade, so it's a pretty bitter pill to have to swallow. They just have to take the save. That's really all you can do at that point in time. You can see they invest down around it. They throw an AK over to Simple, who does get some armor alongside Electronic. It's nice seeing Navi prioritize putting the rifles on these 2.
The best duo in Counter-Strike, Pip called them on the desk. And I could not disagree with that. But right now, Simple and Electronic sitting on 0 kills apiece. I mean, Flamey's the only one to even grace the scoreboard here for Navi. So, top of Banana, flashes up, and Simple almost catches Kick, and he moves behind the sandbags, expects the re-peek, but still no kills coming through. Nice nade. Simple actually backs up inside of it, and that's going to be a kill coming in early for AVANGAR, but Electronic responds.
Yeah, they were waiting for it. Oh, was that?
Team damage.
Yeah, that was team damage onto Electronic, and now he's got to give that AK away. I think that was old mate Boomich playing the long game. He's upgraded onto an AK, and he's got to kill immediately on the back of it. Had to, you know, go head-to-head with flamie to steal the AK away, but there's a chance for something in this round still. You're closing the gap, you're getting into this B site, but the nades are just too good, and Sanji's got this round dead to rights. Yeah. He'll wait and wait, and that's the third round for AVANGAR.
Looking like a whole different team to yesterday, and that utility usage is unbelievable for AVANGAR. Both Zeus and Simple get dunked down in that round. As soon as they get rifles in their hands, they are stripped from them. AVANGAR sitting 3-0 up. Navi, they finally got to take a breather, Harry. They finally got to take an eco, give away yet another round, and that is, as you say, a bitter pill to swallow. 2 AKs now given over to AVANGAR. You're really arming these CTs. And Navi with almost nothing in this round to play with. Molotov towards the top of B just to try and keep AVANGAR out, but they are not hesitant. Look at the push coming down from Buster. He is fighting all the way to the bottom. Pistols for Navi, Deagles and CZs, but with minimal utility behind it, it's going to be very difficult to get out through middle. That being said, AVANGAR, a little more of a passive setup here. They've got 4 players A side, playing double pit as well. That's going to make things very, very tough for Navi, who want to try and come through these apartments. Ooh.
Oh, flamie's just getting roasted alive over in the boiler.
They call it that for a reason. It is boiling right now.
That hasn't stopped him from following up onto a Dread, trading blow for blow, and flamie here with another. Uh-oh, Deagle roaring to life, and now it's been upgraded onto the AK. James up close, and they're gonna spot him. It's Boomich to shut him down. Navi, this was just a partial investment. They were not expecting to get so much done in this round. Now that bomb is dropped back towards T mid. Simple's got to go and get it. They haven't had an eye on Banana. They spotted some players there earlier on in the round. That was where they lost Zeus and Electronic. So they were a little bit cautious when it came to retrieving that bomb. Not going to punish them, however. They get it into the A side of things. For KitKat and Buster, 37 and 8 points of health respectively. This feels like a done deal. This is looking like a save. Navi, they've snatched this round from underneath AVANGAR's feet. They'll get there first early on, and that kind of offsets that rather awkward save they had to take in that second round. So a job well done there. flamie stepping up when it mattered most.
Yeah, it's a shame for AVANGAR not knowing that the bomb wasn't in the hand of Navi. Of course, how would they? But that information was passed over. Maybe they could have stopped Navi from picking that one up. That being said, still going to hold on to these guns. Navi looking to hunt a little bit. Boomich has an SMG, so why not go for it? He's going to have a lot of money to deal with in the follow-up round. So if you can take a kill with yourself, that would be fantastic, but not going to happen. Navi get away with a round, the first on this T side. And I mean, at least recently, this has been a great map for Navi. This is one they've not even dropped out of the 4 times they've played it in officials. And against decent opposition as well. The likes of MIBR, Crazy, Mouz Nip. But AVANGAR, major finalists here. They may have had a rough first day, but just warming up into things. And now they've got Jame on the AWP.
I mean, this is what I'm excited for, right? We got Simple versus Jame. What a CIS AWP showdown. And James got his over towards top Banana. Now that smoke goes in and that cuts him off. That was actually his teammate Smoke getting thrown down there. So curious as to what the decision was on that, because it did look like Jame wanted to go for the early peek. I think they were trying to time it so that smoke plumes after he takes his first shot. Instead, he'll just fall back into the realms of the B bomb site, hold things passively from the coffins. Now, there are still a lot of players here. Navi as well starting to clear the apartments. 4 players on this A bomb site for AVANGAR. Putting a lot of faith in Jame here with that solo AWP to anchor the B bomb site. It looks like Navi might be trying to set up a bit of a fake here in this round as they throw some utility over into that B site. That's not enough to prompt a rotation out from AVANGAR. In fact, Jame almost looks like he's read this. He started to rotate round from CT very early on, and Sanji's making contact over here in top mid. Navi, they've grinded to a halt. They've had to slow right down.
That smoke's going to make them make a decision, though. Do they stay or do they go? Zeus's gun is sticking through the edge of that smoke, and Buster going to spray him down. Now, this is still looking like an A play, but Navi have really been halted here. 30 seconds so good in these final few, but Kickit's still under, and they haven't checked this porch. Boomich is just walking up mid, and Simple scope towards the corner. This could be a double kill for free. Kickit lining them up and knocking them down, but Simple trades back with the AWP. This round is still open for Navi, but it's only that man, only Simple on the AWP to shut it down. 2 players in the site. He knows it. He spots Buster, but Buster's going to be too quick, and that's AVANGAR getting away with the 4th round, shutting Navi down as soon as they get on the board, but most importantly, Harry, taking that double AWP.
Yeah, that is something, you know, that we've seen time and time again. AVANGAR just love to run, right? They spread it out between Buster and James, and it has just proven to be a real challenge to deal with. Getting that early and getting the upgrade for free, right? That's a $9,000 plus investment, right? If you wanted to buy them both up. So they've saved a lot of money here in the AVANGAR camp. Ooh. A lot of utility over towards Banana. Zeus is playing with fire quite literally here. Stood in between the flames, but he's still up close, and this might surprise Kicker. They trade some damage back and forth, the nades raining in. Zeus, gotta get out of there, buddy. He'll get helped out a little bit by that smoke falling.
That was really smart that Zeus disengaged there instead of peeking around the corner to try and finish off the kill, because Buster rather was posted up with the AWP, waiting for Zeus to swing. Kicker was only trying to force a fight by backing off. Luckily enough, Zeus is going to be able to fall back and give that gun over to Electronic, who only had a CZ to play with. Low HP on Zeus, so he's now the one unarmed.
Yeah, they have at least dealt with this early banana pressure from AVANGAR, right? They've forced these players back into the bomb site, but you can see what the response is from AVANGAR's CT side. They give up banana, they give it up gladly, and they'll stack 4 players over here towards A. One of those being Sanji. He'll get a quick free kill onto Boomich, and that's untraded. And now they meander into the crosshair of James. It's Simple snatched up. James still hungry for more, and he might just get it. Repeat comes in from Zeus. They know he's here, but James not giving up long today. He's dropped the bomb, and this should be the round for AVANGAR. I mean, they've got that bomb under their control. Only Electronic left, and he's not even out of danger yet because Buster is here and he's laying down the law at the B bomb site.
One thing that's really scary right now is everyone on AVANGAR looks so ready to go, raring to go, Harry. Yesterday, we had some quiet performances. We had Buster really slow starting back on overpass in that opening game versus NIP. And then going on to the second map, it was Sanji who was silent. He ended 8 and 22 at the end of that map. And it certainly did not feel like the AVANGAR that we saw just days ago in Berlin. Right now, however, well, this is a whole different situation. Both those 2 players I mentioned having a fantastic start to the game. Buster's top of the server right now. And Navi look lost. Terrorist timeout coming out for the side of Navi. Money's low, got to take an eco. Got to take a breather. This is starting to get out of control, but they are on the T side of Inferno. Slow starters are not rare, but they need to pick it up eventually.
I mean, you can even see, right, this round, they just have to take this partial investment. It's kind of been a bit of a rude awakening for Navi. They get that 1 round, they lose that 1 tag on the loss bonus almost immediately. They get 1 last investment, and now you can see it's back in with this partial buy, and that's really the best that they can muster here over on the T side of things. James up in the apartments. Oof. Okay, player does get past. Maps control taken here for Navi. Something that they've been good at exploiting in the beginning of these rounds. You think back to that 1 round that Navi had. It was on the back of Flamey's double kill out from Boiler. You can see this time it's Boomich entrusted with that apartments control alongside Flamey. Oh, but they try and go back towards Banana just to exert some pressure here. And waiting, lying in wait as Buster. He'll spring his deadly trap, and that is enough to send this bomb away, although maybe not. Simple's Deagle coming to life, gets that kill, and now there's an AWP down. If Simple can get his hands on it, well, then I hate to say this round feels impossible. As he's a pretty terrifying guy with the big green gun in hand, this Simple.
Yeah, AVANGAR only rotated Sanji over. This could be a bit of a problem here. James is committed towards long, hoping Navi would double back, but they've just committed. They've taken the B site, and that plant will come through now. AVANGAR, no stranger to retakes here on this B bomb site, but it's still going to be difficult with Simple armed to the teeth. Boomich and Flamey should be the expendables in this round. Simple, he's holding that flank. Only a Dren coming from back Banana, and he might decide to play it very slowly considering he is alone. Be that last point of contact, but Simple spotted him, swiveling back towards Coffin, trying to assist his teammates a little bit, but the smoke is faded, and Sanji's coming with a kill, and just Boomich left. He can't get more than one, and AVANGAR once again a successful retake. 6-1 right now on this CT side, and Simple getting caught out, that is a rarity, Harry.
Yeah, it's a little bit scary, right? I mean, these are just kind of little mistakes here and there that we're not used to seeing Navi make. At least they've got something to look forward to in this round, right? They're able to get that bomb down. They really do inject a big old cash flow into this T-side economy. You can see Krieg's purchased up on Simple and Zeus now. No AWP in sight, interestingly enough. Maybe feeling like that's not working in these opening stages. Instead, maybe something a bit faster in this round here. You can see immediate banana control taken. They're not dilly-dallying around. They've actually forced these players off as well with some good utility damage, right? Kickert's already been brought down to 50 points of health, and he hasn't even seen an enemy yet. Bit more fire under Navi in this round.
Yeah, top B's at least taken. You don't want to straight up just commit to the execute now, though. However, Buster, he may be getting curious, and Flamey on an off angle. This will require a flick, but those shots coming from above. Buster knows it, and Electronic peeks close. Goes down immediately, Buster. He's not done, though, Harry. He wants a little bit more, and he might catch them retreating. Flamey's moving back. Simple, scoped on the angle. Zeus is going to be able to cross, but, I mean, if Buster goes further, he's going to get the info, the bombs here as well. That's even bigger than the fact that he could take another kill. Just being patient, though, waiting for the right time to strike. Wall bang coming through. How does that not connect? But the smoke is there to try and keep him alive. Kicker defending his teammate, and Buster swivels onto Zeus. Another kill from the secondary AWP, but it will be its last for the round.
Oh, and they've been able to get that bomb into the site. Now, AVANGAR, they've got the man advantage, but these rotations are a long way from B. It is just two players here, a Dren and Kicker, to try and keep things even. And through the smoke, a Dren's been found. So now the odds are even, 3 on 3. That bomb timer ticking away. And AVANGAR feeling the pressure now as Simple finds himself another in this round. Looking for a little bit more. This is the shot in a CT, but just this AWP here on the new box, that is enough. That is enough to keep these two away from this site. Simple, just buying time. He does get naded out. They finally deal with him, but this time is so far ticked. There's no chance at the round. AVANGAR are just trying to do damage, trying to strip these rifles, these AWPs away, and they've done a good job of that at least.
Boomich might even go back for the AWP. Simple dive back at quad, so Boomich might be able to run there and tie and find a weapon, but no, just short. Just shy by a few seconds, and finally Simple coming alive, Harry. That's what we needed. Give him the AWP, get him in the bomb site. AVANGAR missing the Molotov towards the back of quad. Simple even stands in that molly for a second to try and take a fight onto them. So confident, and hey, it's going to work. Second round taken for Navi. Back to the Krieg, though. Back to the solo AWP for AVANGAR. Just Jame on that one. Won't be going towards B. Instead, another mid-peak, but he's been flashed off these angles a few times in the past, so we'll opt against it for now. Triple B set up at the start for AVANGAR. Nothing too complex here. But an early rotation from Sanji after he throws down his utility. Oof.
Well, Navi, they've kind of tried to run away with their first bit of success that they've had, right? It's back towards top Banana. They know that they've been able to take this territory at the very least and apply this pressure to the B site. In the back of AVANGAR's mind, you know, we've seen that they've been very, very willing to play that solo B anchor with 4 players over towards A. This round, you can see very fresh in their mind how the last one went. They're going to preemptively rotate 3 players into this B site. Navi, it didn't look like they were going to commit at first, but now they've grouped all 5 players up here towards Banana. This could very well be them walking into this stacked site if they don't change their minds soon. There's only 40 seconds left, so The time for reconciliation really is now if you wanted to go for it. No, they're just going to commit to this B play. They'll go running in. And all these players are hidden for AVANGAR. Navi, they're just walking into the trap. And as they deal with the first mana quad, will they be ready for any more? Sanji and Kicker are both gone in the blink of an eye. And this B site has fallen down around AVANGAR. 4v2 in the post plant for Navi.
For a second, I really liked that setup. They had Sanji hidden towards the back of Dark, and then they had Buster up on close oranges. The reason that didn't really work is Navi got into the site. They didn't see a single player, and they went, this is too easy, Harry. This is too free. There's got to be players hiding at the back, and they clear that out. If AVANGAR were at least fighting with the first two and then had Sanji hidden as, you know, the safety security, I guess, for the back of the bomb site, maybe he could stop a plant, and maybe he could delay Navi and allow for James to come back in for the retake, but two hidden, two boxed in. Navi read it like a book, and that will be their third round taken. James even getting dropped at the end there by Zeus. No AWP saved, no money made, and Navi on 3.
Yeah, they try and play that bait and switch, right? Hoping that having two players behind those quad boxes is going to be enough to sell that ruse, right? So even if you deal with the first guy, you don't anticipate the second or the third man inside of the bomb site. But I think you're right, Hugo. I think the problem is there, it's just too close range. Everyone's up in each other's faces. You don't really have any time to spring that trap, you know? It just gets discovered so quickly by Navi. And now AVANGAR, it's back to the drawing board, and their economy gets broken down. I'm starting to get some flashbacks to these other AVANGAR matchups that we've seen, and that is a very, very dominant start. And then it starts to slip through their fingers this round. We're into a 4-on-4 off the bat, some good utility usage down through Banana, and it actually gets that much better. The trade still going in favor of Navi as they now sit 4-on-3 up, and it's back to B, back to this bomb site once again.
James dropping off the top as well. His teammate can push through the smoke if he finds a good timing, and Sanji certainly does. That's the bomb down on the ground, but it's only another single kill. Simple, low HP from this utility early on, and Adren, nothing to lose, everything to gain. May as well go right through this smoke on the pistol round. He waits though, he's patient. Allows Navi to get a full sense of security about this smoke, and just tries to sneak through at the right time, maybe waiting for it to fade instead. Simple is low, but no one is making contact here. Everyone is boxed in and hidden. Zeus spotting. Adren's now at least tunneled in on Zeus at the back of the site, and Simple will be able to come alive, catching that cross and catching a 4th round for Navi. It may have been a dominant start for AVANGAR, Harry, but as you said, Navi have certainly started to come alive. AVANGAR, another AWP at least coming through for James. Navi, they're just straying away from it. I don't blame them. They've had success on Simple with the AWP in the post plant, but buying the AWP up early, never really seen any opening kills just yet, so might as well stick with these Kriegs.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Simple, right, you know how much AVANGAR like to run that double AWP, so you kind of know that at some point in time when you get into a site, you're going to have the ability to pick one of them up and use it in the post plant, which is where he's looked so damn good. But yeah, I can't say I blame them, right? The Kriegs, the AKs, these faster plays. I say faster, they're still very, very typical Navi ones down to the wire, but they are just, you know, those last 20 seconds of exploding into a bomb site. Yeah. It's not really these drawn-out defaults anymore. We're seeing a lot more purpose from Navi. This round, however, Electronic, the first to fall, and there is nothing in terms of a response from Navi. Double smoke down at Banana stops them from doing exactly that. They throw out that apartment smoke. Usually you see that go in alongside a couple of flashbangs if you want to go for the apps drop down into pit. Won't be the case for Navi. Instead, top mid controlled it. Aim of the game, at least right now. Bit sloppy there, but it's Boomich. Oh, I don't think Zeus... Yeah, he saw him. He got it. Simple's there. Picks it up with the nade. Now, AVANGAR still sitting a man up, still with 3 players inside of this site, so it's an even odds battle. However, keep your eye on CT because Zeus, he's in the back line, sneaky beaky like.
They do have their eyes on it, though. Player on the site, Kicker's got his eyes trained on Longer. With 20 seconds, they need to get out through this position. Zeus starting to make a move, but Simple killing his teammate from short. Didn't realize Zeus's position, and that's going to cost Navi everything. He's got to clutch out this round, make it worth it. 14 seconds, player in the pit still standing tall, and Adren doesn't need to move a muscle, but Simple going above. He won't go beyond. Falling to his grave, and Sanji upgrades to the Krieg. That could have been everything for Navi if Simple didn't kill Zeus in the library. That could have surely been around. Simple does his best, but it's not going to be enough here. AVANGAR sitting on 7 on the CT side. And Navi starting to run low on cash. Zeus and Simple have money. They can decide to drop some over, and I think that's somewhat what this pause is about.
Yeah, you're looking at this one, and you're bang on, right? You can field the buy here. You can...
Oh,
that's just so unfair.
Yeah.
At least they, they're smiling about
Take
it.
for what it is,
There's not really much else you can do in those situations, Tactical pause, drawing to a close for Navi.
Kane turns to Simple like, this is why me and Zeus are leaving, Simple, okay? Had enough.
Yeah, I mean, Simple's just bloodthirsty. It was even worse. It's even sadder because him and Zeus have that little combo over onto Buster along with the grenade. You think the synergy's there. You think they're ready. Oh, dearie me. AVANGAR. They're feeling. Oh, they were going to try the run boost down through mid, but they messed it up. So we're not going to get to see that. Instead, it's banana regression, aim of the game, and Zeus is the one to win that out in a pretty big way. He's done so much damage. They might just keep running in on the back of this, forcing these players off from the banana. Getting such a strong foothold early, and with the follow-up found onto Kicker. Navi, this B site must feel so tempting right about now, and Simple shuts down the next. B belongs to Navi, and this round really should just follow in their footsteps.
Yeah, it's got to be a save. AVANGAR, they have got to hold on to these weapons, but Simple, he wants nothing of the sort. Already pushing to CT. James, he's going to catch a timing here. James seen him. James definitely aware, and Simple not going to get anything there on that chase. That being said, there's still players pushed up for Navi, considering how free that B bomb site was. Flamey moving through the apartments, and Sanji turning right back again, catching a favorable timing and having a superior angle from above. AVANGAR at least getting kills on this exit, at least holding onto these guns, and James jumping catches Electronic. It doesn't get much better than this, considering this is a save from AVANGAR. They've just found every kill in the post plant, but none of them coming into the bomb site. They're going to give this a go, but realistically, that time is so far ticked. AVANGAR, they can push up B all they want, but Boomich just has to stay alive. And look how confident he is that AVANGAR aren't winning this round. He has his knife out. 5 for Navi on the T side. Maybe not rolling in dough after winning that with just 1 surviving, but a round's a round, and they've got 5 on the T side.
Yeah, I mean, we were commenting how it feels like teams are really trying to hunt down Jame, like the whole Jame time meme that's come around. And, the one that really does spring to mind is back at the Major. You had NRG and Tarik yelling over across at Jame. And Navi try and go for the hunt as well. And then you see why he is such a tricky man to pin down, why he is so elusive. Orb still on his back, and this time he's set up over towards top banana. That's an important change to note. Usually it's Buster here on that secondary Orb. Now, they weren't able to afford that, so they've put Jame in this position. Similarly to how we saw him playing early on, just anchoring this with the Orb. This was the play for the first few rounds from AVANGAR.
Considering how good AVANGAR can be at retakes, this makes a lot of sense. It's very easy just to throw Jame over towards a B site. But if Navi start avoiding him, then things could be problematic for AVANGAR. That being said, this is a great setup in middle with a boost over Porch and a player underneath. I think that's Sanji above, or Sanji below rather, and Buster above. Doesn't get much worse than this if Navi walk out unaware. Buster's got to be careful. You can wallbang through those windows, through the apartments, but Navi aren't tempted to. They don't want to give away the fact that they're so deep in these apartments. Kicker, he's going to gain misinformation. He spots second mid, sees nothing. That could convince AVANGAR that maybe this is clear, and it sends him forward into the waiting arms of Zeus. Boomich trying to come through the apartments now. 30 seconds for Navi to make a move, and Adreni misses that first spray. You don't get a second chance for the CZ, and the double peek coming out and not being successful for AVANGAR. It's only that rotate off B. Jame may be here early, but is he here in time? It might not be his time, it might be Jame time. Looking to move back towards Library, but that smoke down on Moto will cut him off for plenty more time, and Navi, they are just burning down the clock with this bomb.
One of the things that I love, though, is I feel like Jame knows that Navi are going to go hunting. They're anticipating the save here. You can already see that Zeus has left this A side of the map, and Electronic might even follow suit. That leaves only Boomich down in the pit. Electronic will float around up in top mid for now, and yet James is just holding on to the AWP. He's not going to get to give this one a go. Navi, they'll take another round. 6-7 now, closing this gap. That massive lead that AVANGAR once had is now a distant memory. You think about it, they were 6-1 up within the first 7 rounds of this game, and since then, they've managed a measly 1 round. Tactical pause now called in for AVANGAR.
That's so unfortunate for Kicker as well, right? That aggression in middle, that misinformation that he gains. He goes, oh, middle's clear. It's got to be a B play. I'm going to try and get ahead of the curve, try and get this flank in. And that just gives away a pick to Navi. That just opens up the middle area, and they can all completely focus on short, exactly where that double setup was for AVANGAR. Unfortunate little mistakes here, but you can't afford to make them on a stage like this. Navi's pause coming to a close. In the last 2 rounds of the half here, AVANGAR going to be fully committing to the buy. James saving a bit of money for that last round, and it makes sense, but at least he's got his AWP to play with for now. He's also got 3 deaths, Harry, if that doesn't really paint a picture. With 11 kills, he's certainly putting up the numbers. Let's see if he can keep it up in round number 14.
Well, I mean, they've switched him up once again, right? They've sent him back towards this A side of the map. The one weapon that they have to work with on this round that can really do damage. Currently sat up in the apartments. James going to try and use this AWP like a bit of a shotgun. Oh, he's actually been forced out by utility, and Zeus in the meantime burns out Kick It. The utility usage from Navi is perfect right now. We didn't quite catch it on the main camera, but James on his apartments push gets molly double naded. He's brought down to 30 points of health, and he hasn't even seen an enemy yet. Same sort of story for Kicker.
And look at how indecisive AVANGAR are. They keep going back between the 2 bomb sites in CT. Now they're going to commit with the triple B setup, but they couldn't be further from the truth. Navi are walking up middle right now. Only 1 man sitting towards the top of Banana, and that's Electronic. He doesn't even need to do anything. He can just hold this position and wait for potential re-aggression, but AVANGAR, they're not falling for it. Sanji's got to do everything here in middle, and he's hiding in the boiler while Navi move through.
This man, though, is so at home with these SMGs. That said, I mean, you look at this minimap, it's painting a grim picture. He's getting unwrapped, but he will deal with Electronic, looking for a bit more, not able to mop up Simple. And with it, the A site has fallen. The penny's going to drop for AVANGAR just a little too late. Bomb plant coming in for Navi now, and James just going to have to try and save this AWP.
I love that play from Simple as well, right? He knows his teammate just dies in the apartment, so instead of just chasing down that kill, he tucks himself in the corner of Boiler, knowing that if Sanji's going to take a repeat, he'll be looking towards the doorway. Therefore, Simple not being expected and being able to get that trade, that 1 man on the A site out of the picture. Yet another save for AVANGAR, all too familiar territory, and Navi are perfectly happy with that. They will chase a little bit here, but regardless of the outcome of this hunt, it's still going to be 7 rounds for Navi. And that's only before the last of the half here. They could even lead going into the CT side, and that is going to be very difficult for AVANGAR to pull back. Only Buster on B, though, so no AWP being stopped for Navi. Buster will be dropped, but it was only a Deagle and armor. Not the end of the world.
Oh, this buy is going to be gross. There's no other word for it, right? It's MP9s, it's FAMASes. That's really all they can afford to muster. Thankfully, James has not had this AWP leave his hands a whole lot, right? Still sitting with 3 deaths, 15 rounds into this game. For those of you who are just joining in, you've witnessed, or rather you've missed, I guess, one hell of a comeback from Navi, and it's set to continue. Last round of the first half, it's Electronic to open things up. Already, Kicker, one of these rifles getting dropped. They were able to retrieve it over on a Dren at the very least. Buster's still hanging out close to the smoke. He's in for a world of hurt if he goes peeking down Banana, though.
Buster having to back off, and Navi at least being kept at base somewhat with that missed Molotov. Bounces off of the corner. but still looking like they want to commit towards B, and finally AVANGAR, one of these stacks might actually pay off. 3 players on this B site, and look at the aggression flash through, but Navi around the corner. Navi will not be affected by this push, and now Adren's caught out in the open. Simple getting caught in the smoke though, vision gone, and Adren's going to take him down. That's a trade that AVANGAR desperately require, and it pushes Navi back. This was going to be an immediate B play, but now they've got to reconsider. Adren not done with his push though, 30 points of health, and it won't deter him from getting inside of this smoke. But Zeus, surely he gets away with his kill, and with a higher HP, he's able to take a couple of bullets. Firing back, AVANGAR still committed towards A now with 3, and Navi, little do they know it, that B site is completely open. The bomb though, in the apartments.
Yeah, this has to be an A play, right? 20 seconds left. Electronic and Zeus trying to sell the fake, and it's worked. It's pulled the rotations away, and now Buster, all eyes on you, alone over at A. He gets spotted from the peak, and it's Zeus to shut him down. Sanji 1-on-4. Navi about to just completely reverse sweep this from what was a 6-1 scoreline. They win out the half, 8-7. Stellar stuff from Navi, and now you've got to wonder, is there any stopping them? The ball seems to be rolling now, Hugo.
We're going to have to find out, Harry. We've got that second half coming up. AVANGAR's T side, can they take Navi to the distance? We'll find out after the break.
The road to recovery. That's the one that Navi are on right now. 8-7 at the end of halftime. And there's now just a few moments for these coaches, these players to have a little bit of time. Mull this one over heading into the second half. If you're AVANGAR, you had yourself the lead at one point in time. You were 6-1 up over on the CT side. And now you look at this scoreboard. Navi really turning things around. They find themselves in the lead. A much needed boost to the confidence. This still feels like it's anyone's game. It still feels like it's on a knife's edge, but you've got to give credit to Navi for making this comeback happen, and not just getting some rounds on the board, but actually going above and beyond and then winning out the half.
Yeah, and on the T side of Inferno, that is not an easy feat, Harry, considering some of the little mistakes that we saw from Navi, things like team kills that lost them rounds, you know, missed grenades, and they still get ahead of the curve. That is fantastic, but their job is not done just yet. There's another 15 rounds potentially of this second half, rather, as AVANGAR move to the attacking side. We've got Buster on the util, Armor for everyone else. Zeus, he's playing util for the CT side, and a similar story for Navi. Heavy B setup on this CT pistol. James going to be coming from lower though. Simple, he's got to flick back, caught off guard by that headshot angle, but he is so confident that he's going to win this fight, just sticking around waiting for James, who will eventually give it up, deciding maybe this isn't worth it. USP versus Glock, a good decision to give that up, and Sanji going to move into Boiler.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were hoping that Sanji could have just caught Simple overstaying his welcome over in top mid, and he almost does as well, right? Simple getting out of there just in the nick of time. And now Sanji offering up his position over in the Boiler. AVANGAR trying to clear out top mid. Whether or not this is a commitment, still yet to be seen. That bomb is up in the apartment, so feels like it could be. You've got one smoke, one flashbang. This to me screams apps drop, right? You're setting up in the apartments. The bomb is there. You can see Buster with that utility. He's going to be throwing that in. The flashbang going over the top. And Simple, his head's going to be on a swivel. There's players all around, and they spot his gun hanging out. It's James to finally shut down his AWPing counterpart on the other side of the table. Bomb plant coming in for AVANGAR. 3 players left standing in the Navi camp, and they look like they're bowing out. They look like they're admitting defeat in this round.
Yeah, I mean, this site is so hard to retake. Both are on Inferno, especially when you've not got a kit, you've got a man disadvantage, and AVANGAR have had plenty of time to establish open post plants. I love that call from James as well, right? Once they get the apps drop and they spot the barrel of Simple hiding behind porch, trying to kill the mid split, Buster was about to walk through mid and give Simple a kill. James clearly comms, all right, don't push mid, I've got him. I'm right behind Simple, and he gets that frag, keeping Buster alive and keeping the round contained. AVANGAR dealing with that 2-man setup on A with ease. And Navi not even a foot in that round. It will save the body armor. Can at least upgrade that to head armor moving into round 2, where AVANGAR are likely to have SMGs in play. That's going to be a cheap upgrade. And I mean, you don't really go for a save like that if you're not planning to force up. But the question is, with the game so close, would you rather get rifles in sooner? Nope, Navi are going to go for the force, as expected.
Sadly pales in comparison, though, to that early force buy they were able to bring to the table in the first half. Just a collection of SMGs, pistols, armor here and there, electronic holding close, and that was already one of these SMGs gone. Dropped to the hands of AVANGAR. Boomich actually able to get the response there. Keeps this even, keeps it in a 4-on-4. AVANGAR might just try this fast B play, and that might be to their demise, right? There's a lot of players here for Navi. Flash through, Zeus catches them trying to disengage, and that spurred them back in. Back and forth, AVANGAR go. Do they anticipate the site being clear? It's Simple. Hidden on the back of the boxes. They don't know! They don't know! And Simple doubling up. The Deek still standing, and he's trying to shut down another, but not quite. It's Boomich left up. Both these players tagged. The bomb in his sights, and the scout coming to life now as well. Boomich, only James left to overcome. And both players now just pause. Silence falls at the B-bomb site. James creeping up. Boomich knows that he's got to go for the bomb at some point, but he's not watching it. Instead, adamant that this flank could be coming in. They are just missing each other. Whoa, it's James to get the shot. AVANGAR, they get the round. The 1v1 goes their way, and it's 9-8 now in favor of the Kazakhstan team. They are looking so damn good right now.
That is so smart from James, right? He knows that if Boomich is playing back towards Ruins, he has to be aware of his backline. He has to be checking both the site and CT. James just sets up in that angle and waits for Boomich to go for the information, and it's a free kill with the AK-47. The scout just jiggling, could not get away. And a great attempt from Navi, a great attempt from Simple, but it is not going to be around. The force buy just slipping under. AVANGAR. Oh, well, that's a way to start off a round.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
Not like this, Harry.
Somebody help them. Finally, James come in to save the day. And oh, thank goodness he has. There we go. It's back to normality. The Simple effect been discounted.
That being said, remember the first half, right? Navi, again, unable to win those force buys after losing the pistol, but as soon as they go to a full eco with Deagles, that's when they pick up their first round. Maybe this could be the same case, but it's not looking good right now. A 5-on-2 down, or 5-on-3 rather, down to a 3-on-2. Boomich on 3 HP as well. This is looking rough. Electronic He used his position before in the previous round. It was checked by AVANGAR, and that is smart. They just got a gun off the top of the roof with a grenade. That's an AK drop back down to Sanji. Really, really heads up stuff from AVANGAR. How the hell did they even see the gun up there, Harry?
I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like James can sense weapons to be saved at this point in time.
He's got a tingling.
I mean, his other tingling, his other little hunch is right, and that's that this A bomb site is the place to be. They start to push up, they get control of top mid, and for Electronic and BUYPOWER, you kind of get the realization a little too soon that this is likely the A play. Electronic now all the way down through Banana. He knows very, very well what's going on here. You'll hear the utility going into this A site, and he's looking to try and make some money, trying to strip some weapons away from AVANGAR if he can. $600 for every kill he gets with this weapon, so certainly not too shabby. But that does first rely on him finding something with it.
He could definitely make this messy in the post plant, but question is, where do AVANGAR save? They could go in the pit. You can see that plant from Sanji is very deep inside of the site, so even less damage done by that bomb once you get pit side. I think Sanji could even survive that. For now, they're already moving through the apartments, and that's where Electronic sits, but he's watching the wrong side. Adren checking the stairwell as well, and Electronic turns right round. $600 in the bank, a much needed bit of a boost here to the Navi economy. But it won't be anything huge, won't be anything to write home about. AVANGAR getting away with a round and taking 10 on the T side. The first to reach double digits. And Navi, again, still silent in the second half, still yet to don anything simple. He's been putting up 2 kills around every round, but it's not been enough for Navi to close out.
Yeah, I'm excited to see these AWPs go head-to-head, right? Simple, James, both bringing them out. And first half, we didn't really get to see Simple donning that AWP all too much, but now moving into the CT side, he's looking to have some impact. That said, he has already been shut down. It's Zeus instead, fighting hand over fist down towards the bottom of Banana, able to retrieve himself an AK and gets out of danger for the time being. However, this A site, where Electronic currently resides, is under siege. AVANGAR are knocking on the door. Rotations coming in for Navi, and it's just all 3 players wrapping on round, trying to join up with Electronic inside of this A site. You can see AVANGAR, though, they've just pumped the brakes. They're not going to go running into A. They're not going to go running into the jaws of Navi just yet. This time that they've taken, though, this slowdown has actually allowed a lot of time for rotations here back to the A side of things. So I imagine for AVANGAR, this is going to be the B play, and that certainly looks to be the case right now.
Yeah, Zeus was double guessing that full rotator, and rightly so. He's gone back down towards CT, and that's exactly where AVANGAR have set their sights. James got the bomb. He's going in first right here. Confident stuff considering he's got the AWP. The flash does keep Zeus back for a few seconds, and he has got a flash of his own. He's just going to go through dry. Zeus trying to force the fight, and he's done damage as well. Sanji's gone, and Zeus is destroying on B right now. 3 kills, 4 in the round total, and Navi find their first of the half. No flashbang, Harry. No team.
No.
Nothing. Just Zeus. The Lightning God himself.
There's no I in team, but there's an I in retirement, and he's feeling it right now. I mean, look at this, man. Lighting them up inside of the B site. And it was him as well, down at Banana early. He was doing the bulk of the damage for Navi throughout that round. So he's as a stellar one, but let's not hope it's just a one-off here for Navi. We want to keep seeing things like this. Now, early on, deep mid-smoke, trying to give the illusion that maybe they've gone aggressive. Holds AVANGAR in their tracks, and you can just see, I mean, they're very much constricted, still down towards the bottom of T ramp, and now slowly pushing up, getting past this mid-smoke, clearing it out. But this is a wasted precious time for AVANGAR. They're still just waiting for all this utility to fade away, and it's only the pistols around these invested players, James and Kicker. Flashbang to try and get James round the corner. And here's a player on the other side. Flamey is able to get out of danger. Simple on the rotation round. And AVANGAR don't look too sold on B just yet. You can see the bombs kind of floating around over towards Banana. Adren still in the apartments. 35 seconds, though. If they did want to change their mind, they would have to decide that very, very quickly. And this does look like the B commitment. Late lurk going to come in from Adren. Perhaps he could try and cut off these rotations. A 4-on-3 at the B site. That's the situation right now for AVANGAR.
They've not got a smoke for CT. They've only got flashbang to throw in. So Zeus, Simple rather can peek ahead of the curve. He gets away with 2. Boomich, another one, dropping that flank on A that you mentioned, but Simple is having none of it. Absolutely decks them there in Banana. 4 kills for him now. Keeping level with Zeus, trying to overtake him. In fact, he was sitting top of the server just moments ago, but Simple now rivaling, sitting on 20. And round number 21 here, AVANGAR again skew with money, but they can get the buy up. Investments in the previous round from a couple, as you said. Jame and Kicker did buy up, so that's going to leave them with a little bit less coming through here. But Sanji's actually dropped a gun over to Kicker, having to play a P250 alongside Jame. Not the best of buys. Bomb plants more required more than ever, rather. Kicker smartly giving up B there. This utility has been dangerous in both halves here for Navi. Especially on that T side, they're getting so many opening kills with grenades. Although he's moved back through to the logs.
Still just contesting, still fighting for control of Banana. Navi are just relentless. They will not give this to AVANGAR without a fight. And finally, after they've exchanged some utility, after they've wasted precious time once again, they do back away. However, they made it a real priority there to show as much utility as they could over towards the Banana. They wanted to give the illusion of that 3-man stack. You can see Simple has left B and is now just over towards the Speedway, floating between the A and B sites. Zeus and Flaby here. Stalwart defenders of this B site. Zeus making first contact.
Yeah.
Buster busts him down. Flamey from atop the boost has a lot to do, and he'll get beheaded by Kicker. Bomb plant coming in.
Bomb has been planted.
Man advantage for AVANGAR, and now the bomb on their side as well.
Oh, Kicker, he's just tucked in time. Simple, he expects it though, but looking away, this gives Kicker a moment to attack. Jame throwing down the smoke and Simple spamming through. This means Kicker should be able to swing out wide and trade, but Simple given a chance to back off. Respect from AVANGAR, not wanting to throw away this round, but Adren, he spotted 2 players in the spawn. He tries to stay alive, tries to buy time, but Boomich takes him down, and Kicker's now pushed through, dropping Simple. This is going to mean Navi cannot go for this round, but they can get the exits if Kicker gives them any chance. Navi, though, just deciding to hold on to their own weaponry within A, and AVANGAR will respect that at least. Let them take 2 guns forward to the next round as AVANGAR take 11 rounds here on the T side. This is neck and neck right now, Harry. Navi still with cash in their pockets to reinvest, though. They don't want to give AVANGAR too much of a lead.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just the romantic in me, but I am loving that Zeus here in front of a crowd that is so rallied behind Navi in his last event before retirement, sitting top of the board alongside Simple. It has been these two. Sure, they had a couple of friendly fire moments, both in this matchup and maybe even historically. But now, you know, they're coming together, and we want to see some more of that from Navi, because that's what it's going to take. AVANGAR still in this lead, 11-10. Simple's got his big green gun back in hands. Electronic this time splicing things up with a bit of the apartments aggression. Has Boomich alongside him.
And you mentioned the AWP. I mean, this is where Simple can really come alive on the CT side, Harry. We saw him a little bit on the T side. Wasn't really getting those opening kills with the AWP, more playing it in the post plants when he retrieved it from bodies. But now on the CT side, he can decide his fights. He can get aggressive. And we know Simple loves to do so. Right now, just sat short side. Boomich playing under the cubby as well. We saw Sanji find a lot of value from this position, but it won't be in this round where Navi finds success on A, as AVANGAR group back up in the Banana. Only 1 player here. The rotation from Zeus desperately coming back, as Flamey will need support.
Yeah, he's going to need support in a big way. Oh, mate, Flamey here alone. now with Zeus set up in that smoke, they can set each other up. They can try and play off of one another. There you go, barreling out, and the flashes are brutal. Now somehow flamie was able to get one, and amongst all that chaos, Zeus able to tuck himself away. Molotovs the bomb, but it gets caught, and that smoke will extinguish it. Bomb down now for AVANGAR. They know that Zeus is that first point of contact. They know that he's close. Banana attempted to get taken. Those are good flashbangs, allowing Boomich to get two. Trades come in, and it's Buster and Jame to make this look doable. Now, one man left standing, and it's Buster alone. Electronic on the other side, down to the 1v1, and he'll tap the bomb and gets the kill. Navi 11-11. Just enough time left for the defuse.
And what a huge round for Electronic, Harry. He is the bottom of the server right now. He has been underperforming. You know, a nightmare scenario for Navi, just when you need Electronic to join Simple at the top of the board. And he may only have 6 kills, Harry, but winning that 1v1, you know, that's more value than anything right there. It keeps the money for Navi. It keeps them neck and neck with AVANGAR. And I mean, you can hear what that means to Boomich.
You really can.
So hyped up right now. Still in this game, and I mean,
he sounded like a fire alarm. That's how you know. That's how you know that they were happy about that round. And man, I love it. You see Navi getting so fired up, man. They're up here on the stage. You know, they want to do right by Zeus as well. He's been with this org. He's been in esports such a long time, and this is the last hurrah. So it is just great to see, you know, all the fire within this team. And it seems like a much more friendly atmosphere almost as well, right, in comparison to what we're used to seeing from this Navi squad. And now tying things up, 11-11. This is still very much anyone's game.
AVANGAR, though, the woes of the economy once again coming back to bite them. The bomb plant does enable the AWP to come through for Jame, but 2 pistols, 2 CCs, and already a man advantage. That will make up for it. Boomich, he tries to jump in middle. He tries to bait his shot, but the only shot being baited is the one that lands in his chest. AVANGAR starting off with a man advantage. That gun is retrievable as well. Sanji's actually in boiler. If he can get out through middle, he can grab that weapon in an instant. Navi setting up with a solo B player. Just coming down to flamie on this site, but it might not matter at all because AVANGAR are picking up the pace towards mid.
Uh-oh, Simple on Jame.
Stalemate.
Who's gonna win this? It's a standoff. Who breaks first? Who? Oh, Simple. Now he's in the angle, and now either one of them could see each other. Sanji might cross back in mid, and Simple spotted. Now they know where this AWP resides, and you can see for AVANGAR, that might be enough information to justify hitting this B site.
There's only one player there right now, 30 seconds. Navi, did they decide to throw over rotation? A's gone silent now. Smokes have landed, but nothing is pushing off the back of it. And AVANGAR have plenty of utility to attack this B-bomb site. That they will. Smokes down. flamie hiding at the back of the site here. It's a one-and-done position. Surely he can't get more than a single kill. That's the bomb, though. He's going to buy time, hiding in the back, and Buster's traded him. Sanji's getting dinked through the smoke down to 5, but AVANGAR will be able to get the plant in time. That spam almost dropping him, and another dink from Zeus. Little does he know it, he's put 2 of these players on the edge of death.
Yeah, he's almost made this round look doable. Whether or not Navi commit, I mean, I'm not entirely sure. Electronics certainly isn't rotating on round. And for Zeus, he didn't even really get to spot the damage he's done. So this does look like it's just going to be the save call for Navi. They're looking to inflict as much economic pain as they can onto AVANGAR. They're trying to hit them where it hurts, and that's the wallet. Sadly, does look like 3 players still staying up, and they even lose Zeus in the process, so the round going the way of AVANGAR.
Oh, Jame goes from 100 to 3 HP from that bomb blast. Calculated, of course. That being said, if there's one man who knows the bomb blast radius, I'm sure it is Jame. And AVANGAR just holding this lead again by the skin of their teeth. Finally, Harry, this is a huge round. It's broken Navi's money. It's absolutely slapped them back in the face. And they've just got to force around what they can. Bit of a timeout as well, working out how they want to approach this round. Simple's, of course, still got that saved AWP, but it's one of the few things Navi had to show for themselves in this round. This is where AVANGAR can get ahead of the curve and take this win over the line. Choice words from Kane.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's an awkward spot to be in if you're Navi at this point in time. I mean, you know, we've been commending either side. It's been such a back and forth affair, and this second half really has been a story of the back and forth, right? First half, AVANGAR blinding start 6-1 up, and then Navi chained together a bunch of rounds of their own, finished things off 8-7. Here in the second, it's been trading back and forth, and over time, that just starts to benefit AVANGAR. Buying for them is so much cheaper than what it is for Navi, and you can see they stick all they've got into this round. All their eggs in one basket for this Navi side, and if they lose this, they're out of money. And at that point, AVANGAR, they're almost on the home stretch. So this is such an important round at deciding the outcome of this matchup, and Navi know it.
Simple desperately trying to get an opener. They need him to. So AWP being the best weapon they can field. The flash is in. Oh, they line up, and Buster gets a 2-for-1. Simple still here, though, and they are going to run right into it. Missed shot onto Kicker. Can he get any more? No, the Mac-10 finding the frag, and AVANGAR find B like that. Zeus, he's had some clips from this position before, but with just a CZ, surely this is unrealistic, and Adren's caught him as well coming through the smoke. AVANGAR all over this B site right now. Electronic, he's got to save.
Yeah, you almost find yourself kind of feeling bad for old mate Electronic at this point in time. You know, you think about how so many of these rounds have boiled down to him just saving over at that A side of the map. And that's the story again in this round here. I do think it's important to mention, you know, he's sitting bottom of the board. We mentioned this coming into the second half, and he's managed to get 1 kill, I believe, on this CT side. So...
No.
Come on, what's the idea
Get
here?
Some longer arms. They have no grenades, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So really going to put that back with a flashbang?
That's not gonna. I like the idea. Yeah. I like the optimism, I guess. But
just no, though. Yeah, I don't think anyone threw that gun up there. I think Simple's AWP just got blown over the wall. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's how those guns went flying. Little line up next to the corner. AVANGAR sitting 2 ahead. This has been back and forth all half long, Harry. Finally, AVANGAR solidifying 2, and that has really left Navi in a rough spot. Electronic on that saved M4. Everyone else on almost default guns here. And this is where AVANGAR can really start to flex.
yeah, I mean, for Navi, there's a lot more at stake than obviously just this one matchup. You know, they're trying, they're vying for that 4th place spot for the global finals. So all these wins matter, all these placings matter. And I mean, with how this is shaping up, it's certainly not looking great for Navi. They've got this 1 rifle left over on Boomich at the A site in this round, and he's really got to come up trumps, and instead he'll get beheaded. It all falls apart, and Zeus alone again, 1v4.
Almost nothing he can do here. No kit either to try and play a sneaky ninja. And AVANGAR just waiting for that smoke to fade in middle. Zeus is going to go right through it. AVANGAR, a bomb plant in, and at that point a guaranteed round. Zeus is just on damage control, looking to find exits, maybe save a gun. Sanji, oh, he's been spotted. That's ahead, and Zeus is going to take his head right off. Adren's here with the AWP as well. This could get messy. Zeus could certainly make this interesting and try and save some money for Navi, but he's been pinched from behind, and Adren going to clean it up. If you are just joining us, AVANGAR sitting in the lead right now, but this has been a road to redemption. Not only did they start off this map 6-1, with Navi pulling it all the way back to a favored T-side half 8-7, but AVANGAR have come alive at the most important time. Back-to-back rifle rounds, and Navi with their back against the wall. This is going to be their last buy to keep this map alive. AVANGAR bordering that 15.
Last timeout called in as well for Navi.
And this is the worst kind of buy to bring up against 14. It's a 3-loss bonus buy with nothing saved. They are running off of fumes, Harry. It's about 4,400 per player to buy up. Some players even less. You're not going to get that AWP. You won't have Molotovs. The kit is still going to be a question in this round. This is more of a first buy of the half, not your last chance in Inferno. But Navi have no choice.
Yeah, I feel like you maybe even have to see someone, I mean, the only player now left who can is Zeus. I feel like you have to see him take the hit in terms of the firepower in this round, right? You've got rifles and everyone else. You've got a little bit of utility. Zeus actually, yeah, I was going to say, his investment comes in very late, but he'll be grabbing the M4 as well. So they're hoping they can do it on firepower alone. Maybe Brawn better than Brains in this sort of situation.
And Zeus, he's certainly had some brawn, Harry. He has had some fantastic rounds so far today. Was top fragging at halftime. Slowed down a little bit as Navi have, but AVANGAR nipping at their heels here. Heavy banana setup from this T-side team. Navi have got a triple stack though, and if AVANGAR execute into this, Navi are going to have the players to stop them, you would think.
Yeah, I mean, already Simple getting picked up, though. I mean, this B bomb site now falls onto the shoulders of two men, Zeus and Flamey, and now only Zeus remains once more. He's been asked to step up, and Zeus, they line up for him. They shut him down, finally, but he's got 3. He might have saved Navi. Boomich and Electronic, they've got to finish what their captain started.
That bomb still dropped as well. The CT smoke is faded, and there's no more utility for AVANGAR. They're going to have to disengage, and what a call from James as well. Sneaking right back through. They are going to beat Navi on this rotation, and Navi have no idea. Smoked off out of the site. They're only just realizing that penny is dropping for Boomich, and they're going to have to start rotating back towards A. AVANGAR are going to have so much time to get into post plants, and James, look at him, cutting off these rotations from the cubby. Very committed in this position.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh, no. Shot, and now there's a real chance. It's a Dren asked to clutch. The rotation's a little way out from Boomich. Electronic might have to handle this alone. He's going to wait for his teammate to get into position. Plenty of time left on that clock. A Dren over in the graveyard. Feels like a dead man walking, but a Dren peeking up. Surely not. First man's gone. It's Electronic. Bottom performer trading out. AK's gone. And the round. Oh, he's going to get on the bomb. And he does. There's just enough time left for it. Doesn't have a kit, so it's down to the wire. But Navi get the round, and 12 to their name. Electronic getting a couple of kills when it matters most, but most importantly, Zeus, I mean, take a bow. That 3K, that spray down Banana, saving Navi and denying map point for AVANGAR.
And at what a time as well. Kick it one tap Simple coming into that bomb site. They lose their best player, the best player in the world immediately in the most crucial round, and Zeus steps up. Electronic as well. He may be bottom of the board as said, but Electronic has won 2 1v1s in this second half to keep Navi in it when they needed it most. The economy still a mess. No AWP for Simple. No rifles for 2 of these players, but they are still in this game, Harry, and that's what matters most. Electronic not giving up without a fight, and Navi still in this one. AVANGAR yet to secure the guarantee of a draw. Navi, where do they go from here? Smokes down the middle. This time they've got a little bit more utility, but already 30 seconds into the round, the majority of that has faded, and AVANGAR are going to get given mid for free. Navi with a very heavy pit side setup.
Yeah, but that might be the right call, at least if this round continues the way it's looking right now, although that might not be the case. You could already see Kicker backing off towards the base of Banana. That bomb gets dropped and thrown over. AVANGAR are going to slow this round down a bit. They've taken this foothold in top mid, and now they look to spread out, assert their dominance over at Banana, keeping their options open. They know that once again, this buy from Navi is anything but perfect, and it's Buster causing more and more problems. This time, though, it's a big scalp to find. Zeus falling almost immediately at that B site. Time and time again, he's been the hero, and now he just has to sit back, watch his teammates try and keep the torch burning. Flamey here, shutting down the first man, not able to deny the bomb plant though. Late lurk from a Dren could throw this whole round into chaos, but he's been heard. Boomich knows. Boomich is one step ahead, and now a Dren getting shut down. Tempting, it's a 3v3 with defuse kits on Simple and Boomich. But just as I say his name, he's struck from the tally, and this is AVANGAR reaching 15.
locking in that guarantee of a tie. But Navi, they're still in this game, Harry. The only problem is, again, that economy gets drawn into question. 2 guns saved. Simple, he gives it his best, but he has been having a rough past few rounds. And in those rounds, Kickit has stepped up massively as well. The opening kill to Simple in the previous round. He saves his teammate trying to get that bomb down with 20 seconds in this one. And AVANGAR, they may have had a rough opening day here in Blast Moscow, but showing that that major performance was not a fluke. They've got Navi on the back foot, tumbling towards the edge. Here it is. 2 SMGs, 2 rifles, and a deagle to keep Navi in this map. AVANGAR, they are rolling in dough. They've got the AWP and everything behind it.
And look at Simple, look at him go. He's wasting no time. He's only got this SMG, and he gets behind Adren, but Adren's able to turn around and shut Simple down. Oh dear. AVANGAR, 4 players, all that's left between them, and picking up the victory here over Navi. Flash goes high. Plainly coming off the worst on the back of it, hilariously. 3 players still here at the top of Banana, and just Electronic alone at A. AVANGAR, they know the pressure is still very much on Navi, right? Sarah man down. That's set to continue as Kicker is making mincemeat of this Banana hold. Boomich, the last survivor from the Banana Massacre. Electronic rotating round.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear. Ooh, he will get Jame. Not able to follow up, but that might be enough.
Oh, and he fakes the footsteps backward, but he walks forward. AVANGAR so patient in this position. Could this be their own demise? Boomich, a second kill, keeping this B site under lock and key, and his teammates even rotated in. They're going to get aggressive, and Navi fall at the final hurdle. Buster keeps it alive with 2, and that's AVANGAR to take the victory, 16-12. They couldn't even tell who was going to get that win, Harry, until the final fight, but AVANGAR, what a victory for them.
Navi thought they'd done it. They thought they were going to get that 2-on-1 at the end, keep going. But once more, Buster, double spray down. Name a more iconic duo. Him at Banana was just a double kill machine. And that is AVANGAR picking up the victory. And reasonably cleanly, right? You think about the start to that game, very one-sided in their favor. Then Navi pull it back. And that's when I'm thinking we have a close game on our hands. And it is for the first, 6-7 rounds of that second half, maybe. But then towards the end, AVANGAR, I mean, they look so damn good, right? So damn clinical.